Hey guys, good morning. It is the 24th of February. I'm going to do a wrap here from the TradeLAB, brought to you by thetradingroom.com. EP hanging out with you. Let's take you through and talk about what took place this morning in the trade room. First and foremost, what we have to talk about is what's happening with the S&P. So this is the mini S&P, and I've basically squeezed the chart to show you the last 3 trading days. Friday finished off at 33, roughly 33, 37. We'll call it 33, 38. And then you can see every 24 hours we have the levels change, the RQ levels change. And so this would be Sunday's session. And look at that circle that I have there. That's the gap. That's a 26-point basis gap. If you do a calculation there, $50 a basis point, that's $1,300 move lower Sunday. This is, of course, based on the scared. The market's basically being scared out of its shoes here, running away. And this is based on coronavirus. So Sunday session, gaps lower. Eurex session opens up. You can see this is now Monday, and even goes that much lower. And this is a live market as we speak. So you can see as we speak, we just literally have put in a new low. This is I wanted to bring this to your attention. This was a double bottom. And again, this market's live. You can see the clock ticking down here on the bottom. It is 9:08 in the morning on the west side, noon on the east side. And we're going lower, folks. So let's talk about this massive sentiment pointing to risk off. You've got the notes on the opposite side going straight up. Again, this is the Treasury notes. So notes up, stocks down. That is a sentiment of risk off. So showcase what we did here in the room this morning. Took a couple of trades in crude oil. Got to be careful today because since we're deep into the basement below critical support, you can see the green lines, that's your bull and your bear. Yellow lines, that's your first levels of support. Then the red line down here, this is your last level of support. Here I am buying the market. This is a counter trend trade this morning at 9:32. This is our biggest lagging market, and I was taking it the opposite direction. And the reason for that is because the preceding bar is, let's go ahead and get rid of the crosshair. That right there is a qualification right outside of the band. Okay, so I took that one up, almost got stopped out. If you were in the TradeLAB this morning, you saw it. We came one tick from getting stopped out when it came back down to the moving average. And then it broke back up, and I told all the traders that I was going to wait for a close on the outside of that critical support, and I'd tuck a stop, and that's exactly what I did, and I got stopped out. Nice profits on that. We made about $1.80. Unfortunately, made it nicely in that 30 minutes, 20 minutes of trading, but then tried to take a trend-following trade short as we close through the moving average. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. If I would have waited for a close below the band like I did over here on the top band, that would have been better, right? Take a look. That actually took place over in this area here. But regardless, the market fought to try to stay up. It did stop me out, unfortunately, at the height there, and gave back most of what I made earlier. But we don't just trade the crude oil. We look at all the markets. And another one that I was looking at this morning was the NASDAQ and the Dow. Now, this is the Dow. I took the Dow short. It was near the end of the hour that I spent with the traders in the room. And there it was, breaking down, closing on the band, taking it short, and then taking some nice profits, only in that trade for about 15 minutes, and did very well. And then the last one I'll share with you today was in gold. I also made money while gold, which was the biggest, and I think it is still the biggest leader today based on our RQ Tech. There you go. Gold's still the biggest leader, up 1.79%. We had mostly consistent green for the 1, 3, and 8 hour time frames. And I took gold long at 10.25. This is based on a qualification right here at my crosshair, closing on the band. Took a few more minutes to get filled, pulled back a little bit, went up to a profit target, which is the first level of resistance, and almost reached the second one. And I actually locked in some profits as it started to come down, which looks like that was the right thing to do. So net in the room today for an hour of trading. Goal is to try to knock down $500 on a $10,000 account in an hour. Sometimes it takes 10 minutes. Sometimes it takes an hour. Sometimes it doesn't happen. But today it happened, friends. We made 445 today on those trades that I just showed you here in this recording. So if you want to see the trades lined up trade by trade, there they are. And take a screenshot of that. Go back and watch this video again. And better than that, why don't you come join me tomorrow morning in the TradeLAB? We do this every single morning for an hour. Kick on the lights, look for some opportunities, and we give you a 2-week trial. TheTradingRoom.com. Trade with me before you get off and go off to work. You want to make a little bit of money on the side, this is a great way of doing it. And if you want to do this full time, well, how would you like working 1 hour a day? You could do that. So come on in. You can get all the information. The performance is listed on the website. You can click here to get that. You can read up on the technology. And, of course, you want to watch some more of these type of recordings, feel free to be my guest. But, again, kicking the doors down every morning, trading here starting at 9:30. We'll start trading a little bit earlier with Joe. He opens the door up at 9. I hope to see you guys tomorrow morning. Stay good on this 24th of February.